Hello and welcome back to DROD RPG 2, Level 3, Chapter 3, Level 3 even. And we are not going in this direction, it turns out. Also, that's a Tar Mother, not as a boss, but just as a thing to fight, and also a pirate, as I predicted on the previous level. And by predicted, I mean the game basically told me there would be pirates here. Okay, we need to access this from the south. And that's a very thick door. No wall walking for us. I mean, we can wall walk on a diagonal. Or just skip to the sword, potentially. I'm not sure if I need to save the accessories.
I'm so glad we moved out of that terrible sandy area. Now we can create our tar stuff in ideal conditions.
I'm so glad the mud coordinators and tar technicians put aside their differences and teamed up to organize this move. Most productive meeting ever. I look forward to a peaceful future together.
Yes, I'm so excited for us to make all of the living tar we agreed to.
Wait, I thought we agreed to make awakened mud.
I swapped out our contracts at the last minute. You signed a contract agreeing to make living tar.
Oh, you poor fool. Do you think I didn't notice you had changed your contract? I swapped out your contract back to the original. You signed an agreement to make awakened mud.
So untrustworthy. I shouldn't have expected any better from a mud coordinator.
You can hardly talk. You did the same thing, you sneak.
You wabba-burglar.
You wooden lampshade merchant.
Looks like these two will be bickering for a while. I should get going.
Well, all is right with the world.
You oremite cultivator.
You stalwart pathfinding planner.
Alright, we might actually just sit here for a while.
You umplich tickler.
Surprised Tendry didn't have anything to say about the stalwart pathfinding.
You percent damage enjoyer.
Okay, hold on. That might be going a little bit far.
You spoozlefish poacher.
You keg kicker.
You forbidden gel creator.
Well, that's completely uncalled for. You take that back.
You're right. I took it too far. I'm sorry.
The unmentionable must remain unspoken.
You wabba-burglar.
Repeating insults now, are we, you wooden lampshade merchant?
You're doing it too, you oremite cultivator.
You stalwart pathfinding planner.
Is this just gonna loop forever now?
You umplich tickler.
You percent damage enjoyer.
You spoozlefish poacher.
You keg kicker.
You forbidden gel creator.
Well, that's completely uncalled for. You take that back.
You're right. I took it too far. I'm sorry.
The unmentioned.
Okay, that's enough of that.
You're in luck. You are witness to the latest and greatest tar stuff recipes.
What's so great about these?
We found a way to substantially reduce the amount of Greckles dropped by tar stuff and its babies.
Well, that doesn't
This is a
sound good.
great cost-saving measure. 48th Accountant will be most pleased.
How is this better? I could use more money.
We can use this money to disrupt the mud coordinators. Anyway, if you would like to know more about cutting tar stuff, come talk to me.
I'm more curious about how Tendry's going to be cutting tar stuff with a staff. Alright. He's a man of many talents.
Living tar is blue and can only be cut along straight edges. Awakened mud is red and can only be cut along its outer corners. Feel free to remove all mud you encounter.
And the green gel, you cut that on its inside corners, if I recall correctly? Hello?
The less said about the forbidden gel, the better. We need to find out who is making this gel. I bet it's those pesky med coordinators.
Alright, well, there's not really any reason not to do that. Yeah, I mean, it's still some amount of Greckles. Oh, okay. Don't think we're doing a Gel Mother anytime soon. I'm not sure if that's default stats or not, but Gel Mothers are pretty notoriously tanky by default. Okay, so this Tar Baby is 45. These are also 45. Okay, so they're just cheap across the board. Right. So here, if I have a blue or skeleton key, I can grab both of these, detonate this, and that just clears this out entirely. If not, I can fight one of them. I can also do things to make my life easier. All I need to do is kill the eyes in order to drop the black doors. So I could also swap to a different tarstuff type. So there's a whole bunch of different ways to deal with this. Okay, and that's just a loop that forces you to get the tutorial on tarstuff before you continue.
You're doing it too, you Ormite cultivator.
You stalwart pathfinding planner!
Still going, huh? Only a single yellow key. Man, they got stingy with the easy mode on this one.
You percent damage enjoyer!
You spooselfish poacher.
Alright. So, I guess really the level starts here. This is the only thing we can do, but we have a whole bunch of different approaches. Saving 1,700 health seems pretty good. That becomes doable. So with that approach, we could get through. I don't think I have a green key. Oh no, there was one for a brained goblin, I think, on the previous level. Which would let us turn this into mud. I think it's probably going to be the yellow and then just fighting tar. That's probably what we're going to do. We'll blow up one of them. Alright, well, that was an exciting level 3. Let's retreat for now. Right, shovels. Useful eventually, but not at the moment. I kind of wish that this had a disabling thing. I guess we probably had to fight to get into here, so maybe there's a reason why it didn't, but that's a whole bunch of times I've done that now, where I really wish that door was just open. Right, this is a yellow key, which is not immediately useful. Especially since I already have one. More yellow keys. More yellow keys. What was up here? Shovels. Okay, more shovels, that's good. Health, but it's expensive. Health, but it's expensive. Probably never doing either of those. Pretty cheap key. And here... we could do green. Plus 2 attack also makes the eye down to 300. I'm trying to recall why I came down to this level. I think it was for health. Which there really isn't a lot of here. So I'm actually kind of stuck. I could do this trade. You know what, let's just check mother stat. Also, I'm just curious how much of a difference this is going to make. Never mind. 1,800 for that. Right, so with this we can check the stat. Oh, we have to do both. I guess for that. Okay, that's... I mean, we can afford it. We can also just do this. Okay. Well, we had enough health before. I don't really want to do that. So we could go for the green key. I grabbed the skeleton key for testing just because I wanted to see how that was going to play out with the blue key option, which I didn't like. I guess it could have gone south and go around. So I think what we've decided here is that we're just going to do this. And then that. Oh, that's expensive. I thought we still have a decent amount of health. Okay, that just locks that, as expected. So... I guess we won't go that way just yet. Same kind of deal here, huh? Okay, that's woefully insufficient. Okay, well, we'll explore the stuff that we can explore before we start messing with these tokens. This is the gel swap level, or tarstuff swap level, I guess. Alright, there's another horn and 9 behind a gel. And a gel baby, okay. So I get to swap it once, and then I have to pay, and I can swap as much as I want after that, once I use the yellow key. So one time free, and then if I want to switch it again, which I probably will, that's going to save a stupid amount of health on those gel babies. Assuming that I want all this stuff. Does mud babies get cheaper soon? Not really. Oof. What are the pirates guarding? So you block that, you block that. Interesting. Oh, if I cut the mud to get through instead of digging. Alright, fair enough. Mud mother, but I can't come in from this side, so I have to start over here unless I convert it to tar. Actual tar stuff puzzles in RPG. This is weird. Convert it to tar or just blow it up. There's always that option. Which, that is a toggle, so we can turn it off again and not take the 1000 damage from stepping on a fire trap. Oh, we basically have access to all the exploration at this point. Okay. So the blue key is guarded behind a gel mother that can be made cheaper twice for 2 yellow keys. Alright, I guess that's about it. So if I want to continue exploring in other directions... There's a lot of resources in this room. Okay, same deal. We can just blow you up for a green key, or we can fight you. You do get cheaper with any attack. Alright, let's do some exploration. Alright, so we're just gonna run through here and see what we can see. Interesting. I think this is just a puzzle, because we can probably get through here without taking damage. But we're gonna have to use cut it as gel in order to split it so that we can get through the mud. Maybe. Accessory here is portable orb. Okay, well that's pretty nice. And we can shortcut this process if we spend a key. Okay, so no urgent reason to be up here, unless we want to spend some yellow keys. Or some stats, which is actually pretty good. I don't think we care about this yellow key so much. Well, while we're doing the exploration, let's go over here. Because I'm figuring that we're probably just going to take the two mud babies to get access to the 4 keys and come up here. Okay. I guess if we get over here, we can potentially do some stuff. Oh yeah, you got a lot of defense, so fighting some things would make a difference here. I would have to fight all 3 of these. Or the stat. Attack makes a difference on gel, but not for tar and mud, and we're not fighting gel anytime soon. So I think we'll do that. Because this room was also kind of awkward. Well, it's not too bad actually. But this one really does matter because what we do.
Hey! You haven't seen the last move!
Okay, so for exploration here, we need a blue key or a skeleton key in order to switch those again. And we're not getting into this entire section. I mean, we can go around, right? We can go around and come up this way. So if we had more health or something. Well, there were quite a few yellow keys available in the previous level, so maybe we don't do this. I am inclined to say we at least want to do that. I think I'm going to go looking for 2 yellow keys. There weren't any on the previous level, right? I think there's just shovels left. Again. Okay, well there's an ant fight for yellow key, ant and golem fight for yellow key. Puff fight for yellow key. That one's pretty cheap. Alright, the 2 cheapest keys we can find. So with 2 keys, we can go up this way without spending yellow keys. So what do we actually want then? Do we want the shovels? Do we want... I guess we're gonna do... that. Well, we should do this first. Regardless. Which means finding more health. There is health here. So how are we committing to this? Do we want the tar down here? I think we're probably going to do it this way. And now we do... probably this. How much of a difference does that make on the gel? We save 5,000, okay. Yeah, it's not going to make a difference for anything else. Portable orb I don't really care about, but I do want to get in here. Alright, so we have to do that to start. So if I do something like this... the problem is I now have to do... maybe that works? I have completely failed this. So I'm trying to get through without... Okay, I can now... if I do that, I'm sort of stuck. I'm just forced to do this, which I don't want to do. Okay, there we go. So that gets us the stats from that section. Now over here, well, we kind of just have one way we can go. Yeah, I decided because of this that going north wasn't that exciting. So I guess we'll just grab the defense. Can take the hit. We can also just grab some shovels from the previous level. We have quite a few available. This is necessary to go down, which gets me a new weapon. So you know what? That's what we're gonna do. Actually, there are some shovels on the first level still. We go this way. These are going to be the cheapest shovels. So we're using this to save ourselves 600 health. I think 3 shovels is worth 600. Alright. And we never have to do that again. Plus 3. That's a pretty cheap +3. We're probably just going to fight the pub. Are we going to spend a green key for 4,000 health? I mean, that sounds pretty good. Pretty good value. Okay, we are not going for the blue key anytime soon. So, coming up here... we're taking a lot of multi-hits here. I think probably just want to spend the yellow key and go out this way. Get the defense as quickly as possible. Because it'll make a big difference. More health here. Another horn. Access to a bunch of stuff. So green key for 4,000 is pretty good. I could spend like 600 to fight a goblin for a green key on the previous level. But a yellow key immediately gets me 9 defense. Also, we could be using the hand bomb at some point. I guess I've just decided arbitrarily at this point that I'm not using accessories. Which is always a good plan. Yeah, okay. Defense doesn't make that much of a difference. We have a green key here, but we want the yellow key first. We're gonna have to do a bunch of backtracking. It is what it is. It's just how the game works. We remembered the green door this time. Alright, so here's our cheapest remaining yellow key. I'm pretty sure fighting that first is fine. Yeah. Did we also want shovels? I think we did. Well, I guess we're doing more backtracking to find out. So we got the yellow. Expensive, but we can now save ourselves 50 from each of these fights. I mean, it makes a difference. We're gonna have to do it eventually anyway. Right, so we need a bunch of shovels if we want to avoid fighting one of you. And if we are fighting one of you, I guess it makes sense to fight this one. Unless we're just clearing out this whole thing. +6 would make the Tar Mother cheaper. Not really planning on fighting this Tar Mother, though. So if I'm avoiding fighting either of you, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 shovels to get through this room. And fighting you saves me 3 shovels? Am I reading this right? Because if I fight you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 shovels for 1,600 is definitely not worth it. Unless I just don't have the shovels. But I feel like that's a fight that we're just going to take. Sorry, that's the fight we don't want to take. So we're going to use shovels. So I think at this point it's just green key, find out what the sword is. Also, there are quite a few shovels here we could grab if we wanted more, which we do. I think there are quite a few shovel places left. But this should give us enough stat to take on the Tar Mother. So now we do that. Let's just turn off the fire. This, I guess, is also a wall walking, so we can use wall walking to skip this fight. Okay, we have a spear. Cut tar stuff anywhere. But, more importantly, it's plus 20 attack. And all we have to do is fight a single tar baby to get through to it. Okay. Tar babies, I mean, they still hurt. They're not going to get cheaper until we get the spear. So, I guess we go up and grab another yellow key. Starting to run out of these yellow keys. I think this is the last one. Yeah, a bunch of shovels there, which 20 attack, Graveman's cheaper, I guess. Yeah, it's just really bad health trades over there. Does 20 help with the eye? Oh. Just Greyman. It does make the actually soulless cheaper. That's cool. You guys will eventually be free. I definitely feel like investing in attack is going to be better than investing in defense if I were to spend altars early. It just seems like that's kind of how things are here. Alright, I'm going to need more health as well.
You're in luck. You are witness to the latest and greatest tar stuff management tool. The sharp tip of this spear can pierce all types of tar stuff at any location. The decorative spikes that stick out the side make it work even when swinging it. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why do I need this?
I was not thinking that.
You're thinking, Awakened Mud, the superior type of tar stuff, is already so easy to cut.
I wasn't thinking that either.
Where this really comes in handy is when clearing out that terrible living tar and forbidden gel. They frequently leave behind uncuttable blobs. We'll save so much money on expensive bomb-based cleanup procedures. We can use this money to disrupt the tar technicians. Feel free to try out that spear on this awful gel. We need to find out who is making this gel. I bet it's those pesky tar technicians.
Right. So, yeah, I can get out. And suddenly, gel babies are looking a lot cheaper. Actually, tar babies too. Okay. However, I don't have any health. So I'm probably going to load that autosave and rewind. Because I'm not making it out of here. Was there anything up here? Pretty good key for yellow trade. Also, I guess this token just became a lot less useful.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Well, first of all, that's living, so that failed to demonstrate what I was hoping it would demonstrate. But also, right, I can now save a tar fight here. Is there any health available anywhere? Or yellow key, for that matter? I don't think so. I think I'm just done. I can dig for health, I guess. Yeah, because, did not quite have enough health for this. Okay. so I need to do something like this mud baby trade, for example, which would get cheaper. If I dig all around and get up here, Tar Baby's cheaper, but there's a lot of help there. So if I wanted to do this purely with shovels, I need 9 to get through this room if I'm ignoring these parts. So we're looking at 14 shovels. I have 1. Can I get 13 shovels? Nothing here. I decided I didn't care enough about that, but suddenly it's looking pretty good. Alright, so what shovels do I have here? I need 8 for pretty cheap. And okay, we'll just do that. Shovels are available, might as well use them. It's gonna make life a lot easier. Alright, and as for you... I mean, the goblin's the cheapest at the moment, so maybe I will just not overthink it. Now, I am going to have a harder time pushing kegs around if I swap my staff for a spear. But I don't think there are any kegs left that I care about. Like, I think this hold's been set up pretty nicely where you kind of don't need your tools anymore. Also, yeah, I'm just going to do it. Because I could save myself eventually by just taking this out. But I need the help now. And yeah, any savings I get from getting those stats will not make up for this.
You're in.
Okay, there we go. So I now have enough stats to actually do stuff, and I have a spear. Okay, we could jump the wall here. The other thing is I'm not wanting to use the accessories until I've fully explored the level. I imagine that there will be a lot of fun ways to use these accessories if I were to do a second playthrough for various purposes. Okay, so I could do the... what am I trying to do? Right, so this lets me kind of do this. Which lets me backtrack here for what that's worth. That's not really worth fighting at this point. What about here? It's expensive. Okay, going through actually just gets me +6 attack. Which isn't meaningless. I could get another 9 defense here. If only I had more shovels. Yeah, at this point... We'll save a little bit still for later. Uh, 12, huh? Oh, yellow key. Right. Five hits, so I'm saving 15 for the defense. Pirates are getting close to being reasonable. Can I not fast travel through a tunnel? Huh. Interesting.
Hey!
Oh, I think we want the health because we want... we are actually pretty low. Let's do this. Okay, there's a hot tile there. That's interesting. Well, I can open the door because I have this spear. Grab more health. I just need more health. So we'll do that. I don't think we're going through a gel baby. 7 for the pirate, huh? Okay, we do want to come up this way. Three and three. No, pups are basically done. We could go for +9. Then there's this room. These yellow keys sure didn't last long, did they? I think I want to do that. Okay, there's a green there for another 6 shovels, which I can do. Pirate's getting close to being cheap. Alright, back to previous level. We're gonna scrounge up some more shovels finally. think there were also shovels over here. Yes. Wrong stairs. So with these shovels, grab that. I still have a yellow key. How much of a difference does this make for us? It is a checkpoint on both of them. I feel like 9 and 9 is pretty good stats. And there's some health lying around still, so there's another 9 for a couple tar baby fights. Go +6. There is you for more money. Pirates finally got cheaper. There's also exploration if we just take a yellow key this way, so we should probably do that. Probably should have done that a while ago, actually.
Hey!
I don't think there's anywhere else I needed this, but I'm going to save anyway. Alright, more stats. More of a lot of things. Yeah, this is a pretty nice room. Lots of treasure. We could fight mud babies for various things. Mud mother for various things. Tar mother can be made cheaper. Walls under tar stuff, you monsters. So I can make it into tar. That just makes it more expensive, and since I have a spear, I don't think there's any reason not to. Can I?
Oof!
I can't bump.
Oof!
Even the corner. Okay. You have to cut it with a weapon. If we come down here, another green key, more health, stats, bunch of good stuff. Stats, bunch of good stuff. Another choice. It's probably just fine in its default state, honestly. That's a tough room, though. As is that. Aluminum. Is that 60? I think it's 60, so that'd be a plus 30 bonus. Okay, need a yellow key for the end, where we just have to fight a gel mother, but we can spend a blue key to avoid fighting the gel mother, but we are going to have to clear out the gel babies as well. because of the trapdoors. So for this room, I'm not really sure. Because if I want to get through, like the only way I can avoid doing that is to do like a body attack. I don't think I can get through here very easily. I guess maybe doing something like that. The other possibility is that we can cut off the Mud Mothers. But that's going to be pretty hard. Okay, so this is a room where I think having the staff would actually make it way easier if we hadn't just done this.
Nice.
Well, there's also a lot of stats in this room that we could be... Oh, a lot of health in this room we could be grabbing.
Oof.
I think I had 9 attack available before coming in here, which only helps with the Mud Mother. So not really any reason to do anything. We could also just spend a green key and skip a bunch of this stuff for now. Problem with that is that's 1800 life. Oh, there was that 9 up there. So actually we have 18 attack available. Which still doesn't help with anything. Okay. Because we need 22 for the Mud Mother. Alright, there's nothing in that room. Yeah, so our attack checkpoints are kind of awkward. There's a portable orb here, which we could just use to get through here as well. But I think the way I've set things up, I'm trying to force my way through these Mud Mothers, which really just means I need a stupid amount of health. Which there is available, so I guess we'll try it. I don't like the way that this is turning out, though. Saving 2 shovels here. Up here, I already grabbed the health. I don't think there was any health on the previous level. There is that, if I had saved the green key. Is that better than the stats? In the short term, it probably is. Alright, well that wasn't exactly stupid amounts of health, but it was some amount of health. Oh, right, and then there's this room. Which... I'm pretty sure the aluminum shield is mistproof, so maybe I don't care if I just fight a bunch of stuff here. Like, maybe it's fine. We'll just fight you. Fight you. Okay, is this enough health to make it through here? How do I want to do this? If I do that, that cuts you off there. Whoops. I think I want to do that. Okay, we got through. The cheapest way is just to take the fire trap hits. I guess the question then is, am I ever coming back here? I don't think I ever need to traverse these rooms again. Yeah, that probably makes the most sense. I mean, I could spend 5 shovels for health. I just don't like the fact that I'm starting to run low on shovels, but I also don't like the fact that I'm starting to run low on health. Okay. And because I don't have any keys, we do have to take 2 hits here. And then still a hit to get through there. And we can't actually dig our way out. Right, so I think we decided this was good unless we wanted to swap mud and gel. Or mud and tar. How do we get to this shield? This way doesn't require a key. Well, it requires a green key. I just need more keys, is what it comes down to. Well, there's a green key. There are some yellow keys, but I don't have enough shovels to get to them. So I needed to bring 1 more shovel with me. Is that what it... That's what it is? I just needed to fight this on the way through? I think so. I guess we're not really bothering with the horns at this point because grab our shovels from there instead. Alright, then here we decided... we need to do that. Does more yellow key help? English. It lets me avoid this for now. I could also grab these shovels anyway. To give me more options. Okay, I think... Is that better? No, not really. Okay, I think that's good. We have shovels, so we'll do that. Tar mothers can be made cheaper. Okay. Does save us a lot of health. Alright, and we're back. I feel like to get through here we're probably just taking 2,000 damage. So 2,000 and a yellow is what I'm looking for at this point. Now, I could have taken that 3,000 that was behind that. I might just not have enough health to do anything from here. Because there is no health left here, right? I've taken it all. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to redo this again. Sure are burning through a lot of health here. But now that we know what we want to do, things are pretty quick. I guess I could also fight that mud mother. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way to do this, but it's what I've found. Okay, you 37s, that's not happening. Alright, so you'd be significantly cheaper if I did that. Do that. Are there any more shovels in this section? No, but there are 3 more there. Which is what I need to get up here. Okay. Well, I'm not buying that health anytime, like at the moment anyway, so it's fine. Alright, so that gives me the ability to get the shield, I think.
The shield is made from the same metal as constructs. It completely protects you from mist.
Okay, so it's only plus 20, not plus 30. But I am now mistproof. Which is nice. Unfortunately, it also means I have to fight my way out of here. Unless I came in with a green key. Or I had enough health to escape. Although if I'm taking 2,000 damage to get through this, like, I might as well just kill the Tar Mother, right, at that point? Alright, so I just need a single +2. There we go. Tar Mothers are cheaper. Yeah, so I do need more health. Okay, that was expensive, but I got through.
The shield is made from the same metal as constructs. It completely protects you from mist.
Alright, and that should make a lot of this stuff a lot easier on this end. Still don't have a lot of health. So again, I'm not spending the altars, I'm not grabbing the keys, I'm not spending the skeleton key, I'm not spending the accessories. So, like, I could make this way easier on myself. Okay, there's some health. Okay, well, I think this episode's gone quite long. Quite long. It's like I just want to, like, considering, do I just push to the end? But I don't think I can. I don't think my stats are good enough. I'm probably going to have to reset. Or just start spending resources that I'm trying to avoid spending, which is silly because I don't even know if there's any reason to save all the accessories. Right, it is a pirate fight for green, which gets me up here. If I had a green and a yellow, I could get in here, which is a bunch of health again. Though I'd rather spend the green on the health. The other thing is if I can get through this room, it does give me access to this. I don't know, I feel like I'm stuck, but I guess I'll think about it, and then once I've made a decision, we'll start the next episode with that. We'll see you then.